Hey dude, this is Nashtaters. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of War of Division. So today I want to do the winner announcement for the account giveaway, and I'm also going to give you a little update on how my personal Cecil is doing, because on my free to play account I decided I need to go in a different direction again, simply because we have to be anticipating the upcoming patches for the 1 year anniversary. So a lot of things to talk about, some news cleanup as well. So let's go ahead and get into this Saturday episode of War of Divisions. News cleanup first. Last night we did a Friday night stream. We did the random number generator. It took a little while. There was only 17 entrants, which I was kind of expecting because I don't think a lot of people really get too excited about Halloween Raiyuu. But it is a limited time unit, and unfortunately it did not hit level 99. I think we would have probably saw a lot more interest in that account had it hit that level 99. So nevertheless, we do have a winner to announce, and his name is Mr. Mercado. So he picked number 7. It took quite a bit of time because I made it number 1 through 200. I think the easier way would have been just to reassign each individual a number based off the fact that, be 1 through 17, boom, hit 1 through 17. That would have been quick. But I felt like maybe it would have been still okay if we did it the other way, because ultimately I want people to land on a number that they picked. I was hoping it wouldn't take a very long time, but luckily it did not. So we do have a winner. Please contact me in my email. It is located in the description section below. Make sure you email me tonight, or I will give you up to maybe 3 business days, or 3 days actually, because the reason I want to give this account to you as fast as possible is because you probably want to be farming things on that account. So let's go ahead and try to contact me, and I will give you the details how to transfer this account over to you. Also, I want to get this account to you as fast as possible because I already need some extra spacing on my computer as well. So you're going to help me out there as well. Alright, so I want to thank everybody who showed up on the stream. It was very successful. And by the way, Dr. Diggs actually made an appearance on my stream last night, so I highly appreciate you taking the time to come and check me out. I think he told me that I popped up number 1 on his analytics, so hey YouTube, thank you very much. And I think we're going to do another surprise stream tonight. I think people are very excited about the fact we were farming very successfully on EX2 quest for the shoulder pads, and we had no issues at all, right? We went with a specific strategy and we were doing pretty well. I think people kind of want to just hang out tonight, and I think the stream ultimately would just be kind of relaxing. Nothing really for me to really need to do anything extracurricular, simply just kind of streaming while I'm farming. I'm going to be farming anyways, so I invite people to come in and hang out with me. And also I'm going to start a little bit later than normal, maybe like 9 p.m. or maybe 9:15, maybe even 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. It really depends how I feel. I think that will give a chance to a lot of players who play, across the planet, as you will, to kind of join us and have some fun as well. I'm going to give you a little update of what I've been doing on Cecil. Now, I realized I did make the idea that I want to only make non-UR units, but Cecil is absolutely free, and there's really no reason to try not to build him. And given the fact that I don't have any, I guess, tanks, if you will. I mean, I do have Mariella. She can be a tank, and she was going to be my melee damage dealer, but I can actually take Cecil as another melee damage dealer, and so I don't have issues with that. I do enjoy Rob's TMR, but I think Cecil's TMR is pretty good as well. But until we get the stacking of the stats, his TMR most likely will not make an impact, given the fact that the attack power will not stack up, right? So we'll see how that goes in terms of future patches. But the reason maybe I have to take off the concept of only work on the MR units is because of the fact that a lot of these other units who are really good in this game could see a potential increase to level 120. Chances are I probably won't do that, because I think eventually I might end up giving this account away as well, for a couple of reasons. One, maybe it's a time to really kind of just step away from the concept of trying to push too much on multiple accounts that I'm playing. And 2, with the new recent patches, it's going to be a lot of work to try to get this many units up to level 120. So ultimately I will have to make a decision by the time we figure out exactly what's going on the global server in terms of the new updates, the patches and the the increase in level cap, I don't believe I really need to do anything special on this account anymore, because I think ultimately there's only a couple of units on this account that I have that my main account does not have. And ultimately I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably spend more time on my main account and maybe just use this account to kind of feature certain units. For example, let's say nobody takes Murmur to level 120. I would like to do that because I would like to take this account and take the opportunity to do that and show people, hey, is that unit worth doing, right? But ultimately, as time progresses, that concept will start, waning as well, because a lot of people are going to have multiple, maybe 10s and 20s and 30s of level 120s. So that's something to really think about going in the future. And again, it's not like that I'm keep flipping back and forth. It's just because you have to kind of adjust to how the game is, making adjustments itself. So therefore you have to make adjustments as well. Now, Cecil, as you can see here, it is level 79. I decided to just kind of go all in terms of awakening. Why not, right? And the thing is, this is where I am. I'm at limit break 4, and I am 41 shards in. So this is after taking into account of spending 0 visiores on the shop. Like any shards that I've seen, I have not bought. And trying to rely on the Chocobo Expedition is definitely a gamble. I got a little excited and thought that perhaps the drop rate would be as good as Final Fantasy Tactics. Y'all remember that, right? We were getting literally 1 to 2 shards, maybe even 4 or 5 shards of different units every single time. But because this is only one unit, I can see them not wanting to give us too many shards. But ultimately, you can easily get to roughly where I am, almost limit break 4, halfway, so to speak. And chances are you probably most likely can get him to limit break 4 completely spending 0 visiores. And that's ultimately what your decision has to be, right? If you're gonna go all in on this unit, there's no reason not to spend the visiores that you have, because the game is so generous. It's gonna be giving us roughly 10,000 gems. We have 3,000 from the Hiroki gift. We have 5,000 from the 10-day login bonuses. And then we have 200 times 7 minimally every single day as long as you do 1 story quest. So that's 1,400, right? And so plus the 50 you get for each stage you clear for the events. And of course, if you do multiple times of different events, especially the EX quests, you're gonna be getting more gems. So ultimately, you're gonna be getting 3, 5, 8, 9, 10,000. So that's exactly what you need to limit break 5 him, 10,000. So ultimately, if you're not in this business of trying to take every gem the game gives you for free and you hoard it and you try to save over time, then you should ideally just limit break him to full using all those gems. I really thought, honestly, you could have done it without spending none, essentially, pocketing 10,000 gems, but it doesn't look like that may happen. I mean, your luck definitely will vary than mine, obviously. So far in the last 2 days, I haven't gotten none. No shards from the Chocobo Expedition, and that's just how it goes, right? It's RNG, maybe I want to say conspiracy theory, low rates, whatever, but none of that really matters. The company is cool enough to give us this unit to us for free. Originally, I wanted to make this video about multiplayer because we finally got the animation turn off, okay? So that was my original intention of this video. And the thing was though, like here it is, ability off. The thing was, it takes a lot of footage to record and editing in order to make a good, solid, informative video. What I really want to do is compare either Little Leela or Eldira alongside Mariana. And the formula I'm trying to do is I'm going to only run 2 units on EX Quest shoulder pads, and I'm going to run probably the secret book reward quest. And what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have one, it's the same denominator would be one account will have 1 unit that's the same, and then pair it up with Mariana, and then pair it up with either Little Leela or Eldira. And essentially we're gonna show you split screen of both runs, and I will have a timer in the middle or somewhere, and you can see the difference. And originally I wanted to do the difference between turning the effects off and turning the effects on, but I no longer need to do that. It's clear cut that you're gonna be saving a lot more time with the abilities turned off. I think the demonstration of this content is really to show how fast Eldira / Little Leela can farm in comparison to Mariana. And I think when I started playing a lot of the EX quests for the shoulder pads, I realized that that map is definitely not designed for Mariana because of all the different height elements, like the height differences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a little bit books, because the majority of your farming will probably take place with the books. So I think it's more fair also as well to show you both maps demonstrating that. So I'll be working on that, and I have been working on it, but it's taken a lot longer than I anticipated. So hopefully I'll get that video out sometimes early next week, most likely, and kind of show you what my original plan was a long time ago when Elvira was first released. I didn't really believe how fast she could be in terms of farming, but as it turns out, it's quite possible that you can shave a lot of time by switching to Elvira and or Lilita as your main farmer in terms of multiplayer. Mariana, I still think, has very strong capabilities as your main farmer if you don't have the other two units or any other arithmetician for that matter. And nevertheless, she's still really, really good. It's just unfortunate that over time, that's just gonna how games work out, right? Certain units with their certain abilities are just gonna trump over others. But I will try to give you some hard proof so you can kind of see it for yourself, instead of just hearing people rambling on and on about how good someone is or how good some unit is. I think this is all the cleanup. I will end this video with a summon session from yesterday that I did. Actually, was it yesterday? I think it was this morning. I haven't been really recording my free summons on my free-to-play account because remember, I talked about I don't really care too much about UR units, but now that I am maybe thinking about, you know, different directions for this account, it was a really, really good summons as a free summons. So I'm gonna post it here at the end of the video, so I hope you enjoy. Remember, time's your most valuable resource. Spend it wisely and take care of yourself, all your loved ones. Nashtaters out. Enjoy the summons. So I wanna be honest, like, this is looking really solid here. There's potential this will turn to rainbow. So this is my day 4 free 10x summons. Let's see what we get. Are we gonna get 3 URs out of this, potentially? I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully this is Fenrir, because I think I need Fenrir here. 2nd division. Okay, that's a great card, right? That's a great card. Wait, is it a great card? Actually, I'm not sure. I think that's the Dex card. It's good for accuracy. Oh, what is this? I wonder. Yes, we got shell. Nice. We need a shell, right? That's an MR unit. This might be one of the best summons I've ever had. Turn, please. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, becoming stronger. I think that card is still good. I don't know if it's really that great. But this is definitely one of the best summons I've had so